Anthrax bacterium.
Anthrax investigation. Anthrax investigation.
Anthrax exposure.
Anthrax exposure.
Anthrax test. Anthrax test. With anthrax scares.
Anthrax scare.
Anthrax spores. Anthrax spores.
Anthrax strains. Anthrax strains.
Anthrax hoax.
Anthrax hoaxes.
Anthrax attack.
Anthrax attacks.
Cases of anthrax.
Anthrax case.
Anthrax cases and traces.
Traces of anthrax.
Traces of anthrax.
Traces of anthrax. Skin anthrax.
Skin anthrax.
Cutaneous anthrax.
Cutaneous case of anthrax.
Inhaled anthrax.
Inhaled anthrax.
Inhalation anthrax.
Inhalation anthrax.
Inhalation anthrax.
Inhalation anthrax.
Anthrax in the mail.
Anthrax through the mail.
Anthrax tainted letters. Anthrax tainted letters.
Anthrax laced letters.
Anthrax lace lettered.
Anthrax letter.
Anthrax letters.
Anthrax letters.
Anthrax letters.
Presence of anthrax. No presence of anthrax.
Positive for anthrax.
Negative for anthrax.
Negative for anthrax.
Positive for anthrax.
Also has anthrax.
But not anthrax.
I don't have anthrax.
He does not have anthrax.
No anthrax.
Crop dusted Omaha with anthrax, mass spreading of anthrax.
Mutant anthrax.
Deadly anthrax.
Kill any anthrax.
Anthrax fighting drug. Antibiotics.
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 Anthrax vaccine.
Smallpox vaccine.
That's right, he said smallpox.
Smallpox vaccine.
That's right, he said smallpox.
Back to anthrax. Cure for anthrax.
Died from anthrax.
Cure for anthrax.
Died from anthrax.
Cure for anthrax.
Died from anthrax.
Cure for anthrax.
Died from anthrax.
Cure for anthrax.
Died from anthrax.
For the next few minutes, I'm going to give you the facts on Ebola. It'll take just 3 minutes.
Ebola.
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 Ebola. Ebola. Ebola. Ebola.
Ebola.
Ebola.
Ebola.
Ebola.
Ebola. Ebola.
Ebola.
Ebola.
Ebola.
Ebola!
As you know, this Ebola strain has been much more virulent.
Ebola strain.
Ebola strains.
Ebola strains.
The Ebola strain.
Ebola strain.
Ebola strain.
What causes Ebola?
Growing Ebola fear spreads around the country.
There are fears the outbreak will continue to spread.
Americans panicked over a possible Ebola outbreak.
Fear and panic over a possible Ebola outbreak.
Ebola outbreak. Growing fears about Ebola.
Tested for Ebola.
Tested for Ebola.
Tested for Ebola.
Tested for Ebola.
Is there any cure for Ebola?
ZMapp.
So the drug